हेलो एवरीवन, वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू। आज है 26 अक्टूबर 2022, दिन है वेडनेसडे और आज हम करने जा रहे हैं द इंडियन एक्सप्रेस के न्यूज एनालिसिस। इस वीडियो के थ्रू कंप्लीटली द इंडियन एक्सप्रेस के न्यूज एनालिसिस होगी। तो आप वीडियो पसंद हो तो वीडियो को लाइक करें और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। यूके गेट इट्स फर्स्ट प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडियन ओरिजिन। ऋषि सुनक जो थे वो टेक चार्ज कर चुके हैं वहां के पीएम के तौर पे। आई एम नॉट डंटेड, डिफिकल्ट डिसीजन टू कम, उन्होंने कहा है। At 10 Downing Street, he say will fix truist mistake, work to restore trust. Rishi Sunak on Tuesday took charge as Indian origin Prime Minister with promise to put the crisis-hit country needs above politics and fix the mistake made by his procedures. A day after he was elected leader of the Conservative Party historic leadership run. 42 years old investment banker turned politician is the youngest British Prime Minister in 210 years. He also Britain's first Hindu Prime Minister. In his first address at the doorstep 10 Downing Street in London after meeting King Charles III at Buckingham Palace, the new Prime Minister said that he took over at a time when UK is facing profound economic crisis as it deals with the aftermath of COVID and Russia-Ukraine conflict. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे। पोस्ट दिल्ली Diwali, Delhi has 8 cleanest war since 2015 wind a factor. This year, day after Diwali, has seen the cleanest year in Delhi since 2015. This despite a AQI remaining in very poor category in both Diwali and the day after, with pollution level recording a surge when the firecrackers were set off violation of Delhi government ban. The AQI air quality index on Diwali day was a 312, while it was a 303 on Tuesday according to data from the Central Population Control Board CPCB. AQI between 301 and the 400 is considered to be very poor, and AQI on Diwali दी गई है। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे। वेटरन यूएस डिप्लोमेट जॉइन इंटरिम इन्वाइट टू इंडिया 6 in 21 month। बाइडेन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने नेम्ड किए हैं सीनियर डिप्लोमेट जो वर्क करेंगे नाटो रूल्स इन यूरोप वाइस विजिया रशिया as a US Assistant Secretary of State for Europe and Eurasia as the next charge of de-freeze and interim in the Delhi until a full-time ambassador sent to India. Elizabeth John जो 74 years की है is the 6th interim envoy है in the last 21 months since January 2021, asked to step in for the job which is considered to placeholder until a full-time ambassador is confirmed by the USA Congress. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे। इंडिया envoy meet Kenya president convey concern and quick probe। 2 इंडियन जो मिसिंग हो गए थे और फेल गए थे किल के लिए, तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है कि इंडिया के इन्वॉय ने केन्या के प्रेसिडेंट के साथ में कंसर्न जारी किया गया और क्विक इन्वेस्टिगेशन करने के लिए मांग की है। Circumstances surrounding the abduction very distressing, Ministry of External Affairs ने कहा है। Day after the close aide of the Kenya president claimed that the former Indian media executive Jafri Ahmad Khan and missing in Kenya since July has been killed along the another Indian national. The Indian National Commission in Nairobi and President William Ruto to convey deep concern and request the expanding to investigation into the matter। तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल पे। सऊदी अमारको एग्जीक्यूटिव स्पेंड वीक इन चांपोली जेल फॉर कैरिंग 60 फोन। सीनियर एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑफ ऑयल ग्रांट Saudi Aramco spent almost a week in custody in Uttarakhand after he arrested by the police in July for carrying a satellite phone without permission from the authorities while on the holiday. He was released after paying fine of 1,000. Fergus McClando, head in investigation relation to Saudi Aramco, told UK Financial Times he was arrested on July 12 at the His Hotel in Valley Flower of National Park. 26-year-old had promised to town of the Chamoli until July 18. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है. At first, Chennai Institute of Mental Health, a marriage between the inmates. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे, जो एग्जाम पर्सपेक्टिव से इंपोर्टेंट आर्टिकल्स होगी, हम उनको डिस्कस करने की कोशिश करेंगे. On first very poor year day, not all neighbors are equal. 150 anti-smoke gun on wheel roll out across the capital. जो टोटल 150 मोबाइल एंटी स्मोक गन है वो डिप्लॉय किए गए थे रोड दिल्ली में ट्यूसडे में मिटिगेट करने के लिए पोल्यूशन फ्रॉम द डस्ट. एनवायरमेंटल मिनिस्ट्री गोयल रॉय फ्लैग ऑफ द एंटी स्मोक गन Tuesday and said the two anti-smoke gun will be pitch play in each of the 70th Assembly Constitution in Delhi from the 10 to 6 p.m. Additional anti-smoke gun will be deployed in hotspots where the pollution level are high. He said the gun are the mounted on the truck that are the equipped carry of 7,000 liters of water. They spray water in a fine must to get dust to settle down. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिए गए. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे. नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल से जो एग्जाम पर्सपेक्टिव है, लेट्स नॉट इंफीरियर्स इन ईच अदर्स इंटरनल अफेयर से चाइना इन्वॉय. इन ए फेयरवेल स्पीच ही से बिंजिंग इज ऑप्टिमेट वाइजा प्रोसेस और इंडियन सिटीजन. India and China need to respect each other's political system and uphold the principle of non-interference of internal affairs. Outgoing the China's envoy of Indian Sung Wang had said. इंडिया के जो चाइना के इन्वॉय थे इंडिया पे, उन्होंने कहा है कि चाइना और इंडिया को एक दूसरे के इंटरनल मैटर में इंटरफेयर नहीं करना चाहिए. उनके जो फेयरवेल स्पीच थी उसके ऊपर यह आर्टिकल दिया गया है. In his farewell remarks post on the Chinese embassy website on Tuesday, Swan said China and India are important neighbors. It is only natural for China and India have to some difference. The key is how to handle the difference. We should be aware the common interest of the two countries are greater than differences. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया. Four BJP leaders joined Ferry as rebel on the last day of nomination. Rishi Sunak or UK PM lesson for India not BJP versus opposition. Khan sent notice to two more vice chancellor LDF to protest on November 15. केरला के जो गवर्नर है उन्होंने आरिफ खान, उन्होंने फिर से दो वाइस चांसलर को जो श्री नारायण ग्रुप ऑफ यूनिवर्सिटी और केरला यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ डिजिटल साइंस इनोवेशन एंड टेक्नोलॉजी को, उनके जो वाइस चांसलर को उनको अपॉइंटमेंट से रिजाइन देने के लिए नोटिस सेंड किया है. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है. राहुल यात्रा एनसीपी एंड उद्धव सेना ज्वाइन महाराष्ट्र लीग. इन August ग्लोबल आउटरीच व्हाट्सएप सर्विस डिस्टर्ब नियरली 2 hours. व्हाट्सएप की जो सर्विस थी वो कल 2 घंटे के लिए ट्रक डाउन हो गई थी. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है. व्हाट्सएप सर्विस फॉर हिट बाय द नियरली 2 hour long global outrage on the Tuesday that left users from the UK to India complaining about not being able to send or receive text or video message. Meta, which was a popular messaging app, said it's fixing the outrage and wait as the longest and the service was back it. However, did not explain what causes to glitch. We know people have trouble to sending message on WhatsApp today. We have fixed the issue and apologize for any inconvenience. A Meta company spokesperson said. Meta previously known आर्टिकल दिया गया. Day after 5 arrested, police involved UAPA. Day after 5 people were arrested in connection with the death of man when the LPG cylinder vehicle exploded in the Coimbatore. The early hour of Sunday, Coimbatore City Police Commissioner B. Valkakrishnan Tuesday में कहा है कि वो इन्वॉल्व है अनलॉफुल एक्टिविटी प्रिवेंशन एक्ट अगेंस्ट द 5 accused. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिए गए. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल में. अब्बास अंसारी, सिया क्लरिक एंड हुरियत एक्स चेयरमैन डाइस. CBI filed charge against the 12 in Bengal teacher recruitment scam. ये सब इतने इम्पोर्टेंट आर्टिकल्स नहीं है, तो मेन आर्टिकल्स पे हम चलते हैं. पीएम ऋषि सुनक जो एडिटोरियल पेज में है आर्टिकल्स, person of color becoming the leaders of United Kingdom, a historic even if he is a no underground late. Britain new Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is young, just 22. The person color his appointment historic because he is a non-white leader of country. Yet at the same time, it is also true that almost any other yardstick. Sunak's story, rise of the power, is a non-understandable tale. His education took from the elite preparatory school of Oxford and Stanford. Currently, his net worth is the largest due to the fortune of his wife. Akshaya Murthy is estimated access to the King Charles and his Queen consort at a time when the large part of the UK is grappling with the cost of living crisis. Many are struggling to restore the inflation and economic inequalities. Sunak's term in office, some fear might be sapped and considered by the view from the top of the pyramid. More important clue to future maybe lies of kind of politics Sunak subsidized as the rose to power. The snatch supporter of Brexit, he was considered taken to hard line of mitigation. Immigration in essence, Rishi Sunak is a politician in the voice article दिया गया है. अब चलते नेक्स्ट वाली एक्सीडेंटल प्राइम मिनिस्टर. इट टुक एन इकोनॉमिक मेल्टडाउन रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ 2 PM फॉर द ब्रिटिश multiculturalism to succeed. Such its signification of his identity as a British Indian Hindu of Indian African heritage that impeted to overlook the Rishi Sunak as the fifth Prime Minister of embattled divided land in less than the 6th year. After all, racism in UK runs through so deep that it took an economic meltdown and two Prime Minister resignation, lack of the electoral mandate, and several economic privilege on his part of the multiculturalism to succeed, given that the loss to previous leadership bid to Louis Truss despite the demonstrating competence. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया और ऋषि सुनाक के ऊपर जो यूके के न्यू प्राइम मिनिस्टर हो चुके हैं. The metric by the Sunak will be judged to continue days, then the would not be same as the Boris Johnson who lied to his way into power and broke law and still plans to lead the Tories in the next general election. It will not even be similar to Louis Truss who won the leadership bid without the passaging a single quality and that made her the diverging of the being in the position and lost with the unpreventable economic self-sabotage. Sunak will be blamed for the failure as the outsider, despite being the unquintessential British. What is the rose? He will rightfully become an icon of success of British multiculturalism, exhibiting ambitious racial justice. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल. स्टे ग्रे. Pakistan removal from the FTA grey list underlying that the forcing it the scale down cross-border terror is a long haul. The decision by the Financial Action Task Force to take off the grey list shows both possibility and limitation of each international body. FTA mandate to check the global money laundering and prevent the misuse of international financial channel and instruments for the terrorism and criminal activities. Pakistan, where the proliferation of terror groups and charities and non-government organizations fronting to this group as low and arms has been the prime candidate for increasing monitoring of by the FATF throughout the last 2 decades. From around the 1998, the USA began developing two international mechanisms in fast against the terror. FATF, which one and while other was the system to design the terror in the global list under the UN Security Council resolution to also required to implement section against the UN designation ambassador state to hosting these entities individual but did not put in enough hit to them to compare with the recruitment. ये इफेक्टिव है कि ग्रीन रील से जो पाकिस्तान को हटा दिया गया है उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है कि उसके वजह से अभी भी वो क्रॉस बॉर्डर टेरर की उसकी अभी भी ईमानदारी गई नहीं है, तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है। Don't speak of language. Medicine is a constantly evolving, and switching to Hindi textbook is easier than the earn. Dr. Jain Paditter, who is a study in Hindi medium government school in Jalwar and accepted to IPMT exam with an All India rank 93, would confuse words such as a course and course, warp and wrap. So when he professor asked him about the course of the radial nerve and what the words and around the anson, he will do was the look at him blanking. ये जो इंग्लिश में जगह हिंदी से टेक्स्ट बुक को मेडिसिन की लैंग्वेज में पढ़ाने जा रही है, उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है। बिसाइड द नो डिस्टिंक्शन ऑफ between Hindi and non-Hindi speaking status at most institutes have the proportion of seat that are be fulfilled by the pan-India experience exam. How can be the assume that the student from the Tamil Nadu in AIMS Delhi will not want to study in Tamil? अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे। कोलंदिता on Sunday a champion was regimented and game was won for the EU Education Ministry, such as Sachin Tendulkar and Blue Spelling fell. There the Varin Lela and founded Joy and Bedrata Swag or Fight and Sweat, Steve Wag and Rahul Dravid. But for the heart and passion, who else but Virat Kohli? What was not a range against him on Sunday night? Post-captaincy blue and mental health struggle, a feeling of active musician and Perry and skillful Pakistan pacer and precise match situation. Occasion of the World Cup, a format in which he is still to point prove even the आर्टिकल है। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पे, जो आइडियाज पेज है। Of by and for Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping putting in a place of ideological and constitutional coercion instrument that will keep him to power for the foreseeable future. India will have to deal with him from the long-term perspective. 20th कांग्रेस पार्टी एंड हो चुकी है चाइना में और प्रीडेटली अक्टूबर 2022 को, with the Xi Jinping remaining the General Secretary of the Communist Party of China (CCP) for the third 5-year term. Before the Everybody Congress on Western group wonders who is in the and who out and educates the rest of what about the might means. It is time to India to do our thinking and whether we are neither to strategic competition for global power with China as American, nor we do have the European dilemma. Our China economy potential and political values. Rather, we have significant neighbor with a troubled leadership that needs to be managed correctly, and proper rebuilding of Congress from an or national perspective is therefore a good standpoint to analysis what happened in Beijing. तो उसके ऊपर ये पूरा आर्टिकल दिया गया, जो बीजिंग के कांग्रेस की जो 20th कांग्रेस प्रीडेक्टली इलेक्शन खत्म हो चुकी है और वहां के जो जनरल उसके ऊपर पूरा ये आर्टिकल दिया गया, आप इसे सेल्फ नॉलेज से पढ़ सकते हैं। फास्ट जॉब स्टडी द शिप, it is matter to pride that a person in the ancestral root in India is now UK PM, but the Rishi Sunak will be no more Indian than Barack Obama was Kenya. On Diwali, unusual event of annual UK as well Indian history took Rishi Sunak, a young man in his earlier 40s, become the Prime Minister of Great Britain. I know that many Indians now think that an Indian will rule over the old colonized master, but the important point is Rishi Sunak is a British citizen, British, and has made it to the highest political office. Not enough through the family connection, but because his ability and determines the fight to top Jeff to is in open competition. Ironically, his lose to Louis Truss in the vote to win Conservative Party that year. His way to top. Truss made the extravagant promise to tax cut and stimulate economic growth. Rishi Sunak want them to such tax cut are unfavorable given the state to public finance. Yet she went ahead and some after he became PM. Financial market give the loud and negative reaction to this move. The pound collapsed against the foreign currency and Bank of England had intervened to stabilize market for the national debt. The tax cut of the bank billions of pounds supporting to government securities and higher interest return include the on government debts as result to roster participants action will be remain burden for some time. तो उसके ऊपर ये पूरा आर्टिकल दिया ऋषि सुनक जो यूके के न्यू प्राइम मिनिस्टर बन चुके हैं इंडियन ओरिजिन के, तो उनके वजह से अब आने वाले दिनों में उनको क्या चुनौती देनी पड़ेगी और उनसे क्या क्या उनको सामना करना पड़ेगा डिफिकल्टी, तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए. The story goes on. The potential of new idea is far beyond anything I, as the teacher, can imagine. Every semester, I train students to the fundamental of writing, how to introduce topic, elaborate upon and challenge it, and connect it to other ideas. Every semester, my students apply this technique to whether else they are studying from the science to art. I break down the EJ into reasonable sequence of theories and evidence so that the next generation essay will be a readable sequence of surprise. जो इंडिया 100 अपने एनिवर्सरी 1947 से लेके 2047 तक जो इंडिया 100 में ईयर में कैसे दिखेगी, तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया. आप इसे सेल्फ नॉलेज से पढ़ सकते हैं. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पे जो वर्ल्ड की है. Youngest British prime of modern times. Sunak opted for economic stability, set to lay out physical plan in 6 days. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said that Tuesday he had been elected to Conservative Party to fix the mistake of the procedure Louis Truss, the work beginning immediately. He said Rishi Sunak became the youngest Prime Minister in modern British history, age of 42. Tory Blair, a Labour leader, and David Cameron, and Conservative, both become the Prime Minister at the 43, just slightly older than Sunak. Britain's youngest ever Prime Minister remains William Pitt Angor, who took office 1783 age of the 24th. तो उसके ऊपर ये पूरा आर्टिकल दिए गए. जर्मन प्रेसिडेंट विजिट कीव as the वेस्ट मूल रिबिल्डिंग प्लान. जर्मन के जो प्रेसिडेंट है उन्हें अराइव किए हैं कीव में ट्यूसडे में फास्ट विजिट ऑफ यूक्रेन सिंस स्टार्टस ऑफ रशियन इन्वेंशन. वेस्टर्न कंट्री मूव टू मैसिव प्लान ऑफ यूक्रेन रिबिल्डिंग व्हेन द वॉर eventually end. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है. रशियन कोर्ट अपहेल्ड द गिरनर 9-year सेंटेंस. रशियन कोर्ट ने ट्यूसडे में रिजेक्ट किया अपील जो यूएस बास्केटबॉल Stanley Ginner for a 9-year prisoner sentence for drug possession and step that could be moved here closer to possible high-stake prisoner swap between Moscow and Washington. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए. Ground breaking milestone and significant moment. World leader not to new prime minister. Several world leaders, including U.S. President Joe Biden, Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky, have the lauded Rishi Sunak become the UK new Prime Minister as a groundbreaking milestone and hope to for better bilateral relation and turbulent world. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया. Ashton Carter, Defense Secretary under the Obama dies. Ashton Carter जो theoretical politicals थे, who is been climbed to the leadership rank to the Pentagon and culminating the 2 years Secretary of Defense under the President Barack Obama, a position he used to further open to military open and transgender service member, dies on Monday. His home Boston. He was 68. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया. Qatar residents switch as World Cup rental demand soar. World biggest sporting event in world's smallest country, host country is set to 1.2 million visitors. कतर में जो 2022 के फीफा वर्ल्ड कप होने वाली है, तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल देंगे. आप इसे सेल्फ नॉलेज से पढ़ सकते हैं. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पे जो एक्सप्लेन किए. द हैवीएस्ट ऑफ रॉकेट, व्हाई इट मीन्स स्पेस फ्लाइट. Size of launch vehicle is detected by the destination of each headed toward the kind of fuel, soil, liquid, cryogenic mix, and the size of payload. इंडियन स्पेस रिसर्च ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने क्रॉस किया इंपोर्टेंस माइलस्टोन जो सक्सेसफुली लॉन्च किया गया LVM3 M2 वन वेब इंडिया वन मिशन ऑन संडे. तो LVM3 rocket carry out almost 6 tons of payload into lower Earth orbit, most that any ISRO mission had delivered to into space till that successful of flight. Not only the reliability or validity of LVM3 rocket and ISRO most advanced launch vehicle for recently waited to mission for the Gangayaan, but also afraid the agency claimed the serious player the heaviest satellite launch market. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिए गए कि LVM3 जो इंडिया के हेवीएस्ट विल बी यूज टू फॉर द गंगेयान और वो PSLV से और GSLV से MK2 के कैसे कंपेयर करके यहाँ पर दिखाया गया है. आप इसे सेल्फ नॉलेज से पढ़ सकते हैं. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल से. ऋषि सुनाक डिफिकल्ट चैलेंज. PM inherit to carries of historical profession or in political economy of UK. He has said he need to fix the mistake of government of Blue Stars made, but every step he take carries grave downside risks. On Tuesday, Rishi Sunak ने took charge किया है 57th Prime Minister of United Kingdom, his country's third PM in 50 days after Boris Johnson and Liz Truss were forced him office to rebellion with the ruling Conservative Party. Sunak take over the rentiest time and when the UK facing one of the gravest economic and political crisis in recent memory. तो उसके ऊपर ये पूरा आर्टिकल देगी कि ऋषि सुनक को आने वाले दिनों में क्या डिफिकल्ट चैलेंज करने पड़ेंगे और उनको कैसे अपने जो पुरानी गवर्नमेंट थी लुईस ट्रस की उनके जो मिस्टेक किए गए उनको कैसे सुधारा जा सके और पॉलिटिकली इकोनॉमिक स्टेबिलिटी ला सकेंगे यूके में. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है. Climate change amplified health impact of multiple crises, say Lancet report ahead of the COP27. जो ahead of the year of the United Nations Climate Change Conference COP22, जो major new report has said that continue to depends on fossil fuel and compounding the health impact of multiple crises world facing, including fallout of COVID-19 pandemic, wars in Ukraine, most cost of the living crisis and climate change. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है. Our report this year revealed that we are at the critical junction. We see how the climate change is driving severe health impact all around the world with the persistent global fossil fuel dependency compound. This health harm MDs to multiple global crises keep households too vulnerable to fertile fossil fuel market and exposed to the energy poverty and dangerous level of the air pollution. डॉक्टर मरीना रामालो एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर जो लैंसन काउंटडाउन किए हैं यूनिवर्सिटी कॉलेज ऑफ लंदन में. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पे जो इकोनॉमिक की है. CCI स्लैप 936 crore penalty on Google for abusing in prominent market position. कंपटीशन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया ने ट्यूसडे में इम्पोज किया पेनल्टी जो 936.44 करोड़ गूगल पे जो अब्यूजिंग करता है डोमिनेट मार्केटिंग पोजीशन विद रेस्पेक्ट टू द प्ले स्टोर policy. It also create a digest order and declare to tech firm to modify the conduct within the defined timeline, which including allowing mobile app to develop its third party payment service ऑन हिज ऐप स्टोर. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया. कुछ दिन पहले गूगल के ऊपर 1300 करोड़ की पेनल्टी लगी थी, अब फिर से 936 करोड़ की पेनल्टी लगी है. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया. डिस्पाइट द राइज ऑफ लीडिंग रेट अक्रॉस द बोर्ड, क्रेडिट टेक ऑफ हिट डिकेड हाई ऑफ द 70.9% ऑन हायर रिटेल वर्किंग कैपिटल डिमांड. जो क्रेडिट ऑफ टेक है ग्रू किए गए 70.9% जो ईयर ऑन ईयर बेसिस, रीचिंग द डिसीडियल हाई मार्क विदाउट growth being to driven by the retail credit, higher working capital demand amidst high inflation and lower fund rise in the capital market. तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिया गया है. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल. एप्पल कटिंग बैक प्रोडक्शन ऑफ iPhone 14 Plus ड्यू टू वीक डिमांड, ट्रेंड फोर्स. आईपे इंक ने कटिंग किया है प्रोडक्शन जो iPhone 14 Pro की और इंक्रीजिंग किया है आउटपुट टू मोर एक्सपेंसिव iPhone 14 Pro to look and harm demand for the mid-range model. The market such as a trend force and Tuesday ने कहा है. तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिया गया. Windfall tax on oil firm to fetch 40,000 crore in financial year 23. Tax burden split equally between the state-run and private-run companies. Windfall tax है जो इम्पोज होगा जुलाई. डोमेस्टिक क्रूड एंड एक्सपोर्ट टू पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट्स इज लाइकली टू जनरेट एडिशनल रेवेन्यू अराउंड द 40,000 crore in current fiscal senior official told EFE to adding that the nearly half of this tax will be likely to pay the private sector company। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल जाएगा। कॉपर प्राइस स्लिप एज द मार्केट स्टार्टेड टू स्लो ग्रोथ एंड डिमांड। कॉपर की जो प्राइस है वो स्लिप किए गए। ट्यूसडे में मार्केट जो फोकस हो रहा है स्लोइंग ग्रोथ और डिमांड पे अराउंड द वर्ल्ड थ्रू द सम प्राइस सपोर्टर प्रोवाइड द लो स्टॉक लेवल द वेयरहाउस रजिस्टर विद द लंदन मेटल एक्सचेंज एलईएमई में। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल दिए गए। 24 member IRDA panel to develop insurance cover for rural population। इंश्योरेंस रेगुलेटरी डेवलपमेंट अथॉरिटी जो इंडिया है वो IRDA जो सेटअप करेगी 24 मेंबर कम्युनिटी को डेवलप करने और सजेस्ट करने के लिए अफोर्डेबल एंड कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव कवर फॉर द रूरल पॉपुलेशन के लिए। तो उसके ऊपर आर्टिकल जगह। मार्केट स्नैप्स व्हेन दे रैली ऑन प्रॉफिट बुकिंग रिलायंस एफएमसीजी स्टॉक वेज इक्विटी benchmark on rose to Tuesday. Investor book profit after 7 Sivichan rally and weak Asian market cut foreign fund. The 31st year BSEC Sensex fell to hold the earliest gain of decline to 287.17 points or the 0.48% in finished of the 59,543.96 during the day and hit low of the 59,489 0.2 and high of the 60,081.24। तो उसके ऊपर ये आर्टिकल दिए गए। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे। नॉर्मला सिंगुलर सेल 1.52 पीसी स्टेक इन द सीबीसी बैंक ग्रोथ आरएस 61 करोड़। तो उसके ऊपर ये छोटा सा आर्टिकल दिया गया। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पे। नेक्स्ट पेज जो स्पोर्ट की है तो आज के द इंडियन एक्सप्रेस न्यूज एनालिसिस पे इतने ही। वीडियो पसंद हो तो वीडियो को लाइक करें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। थैंक यू, जय हिंद।